What's up, everyone? We're back with Naveen Jain. We are now going to be talking about the importance of incentivizing innovation. You and your wife just funded the $1 million Women's Safety XPRIZE, and you guys had a really incredible invention come out of it, Leaf.
Yes.
And so this sort of idea, talk about the idea of incentivizing innovation, the importance of women's safety.
Yeah. So first of all, we achieve the behavior we incentivize. So if you incentivize something, that's a behavior we expect people to do. And the good thing about XPRIZE and the good thing about incentive prizes is it acts like a massive magnet that allows the people from all over the world to come to look at the problem you want solved.
Yeah.
Right? And the beauty of the prizes is you only pay when the problem is solved according to how you define the problem needs to be solved.
Yeah.
Right? That means instead of you looking for needle in the haystack, the needle comes to you and say, hey, look at me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Now, what we did in the Women's Safety Prize was we say, it is not a third world problem. This is a problem that happens in our country, in every college campus. I mean, there is not a girl who will tell you that they didn't feel uncomfortable at some point of time in their life.
Yes.
Right? We decided that, instead of talking about it, instead of bitching about it, we said, let's go put our money where our mouth is.
Yes.
What if we can incentivize people with $1 million cash prize and we would ask for nothing in return? No equity, no nothing. We simply give it to them if they were to come up with a device that would cost less than $40. And that can be so easy to use and so hidden that no one knows where it is, and would not require the cell phone because attacker takes a cell phone away.
Yep.
What if this device could work on its own without the cell network? That means you could be on a basement of a building when there's no cell signal, it still will work.
Yes.
And on top of that, what if your hands are tied? What if you're, taped them out?
Wow.
How would you communicate?
Yes.
And so what came out of this was amazing. The biosensors that could be put anywhere on the body, it will monitor how you are breathing. It will monitor your pattern. You could design it to cough in a certain way, breathe in a certain way that will say, I am in danger. It automatically uses the mesh network to send the signal to your loved ones, to the cops, and say, this is the location and this is what's going on. And by the way, it starts to do the audio and video recording.
Wow.
Right? So it's no longer about he said, she said. It is she said and she has a proof.
Yes.
Right? It's recording everything that's going on. In fact, you could hear it on the other end, what's going on.
Yeah. So, okay, so tell us about the winners.
Yeah.
And then the device.
So this was obviously, when we announced the prize, 100 and some team competed for it in 40 different countries.
Wow.
And the final
Think about all the diversity of creativity that comes from around the world to solve
And
the
here's
problem.
the best part, in every incentive prizes that we saw was that the people who end up actually being the finalists and the people who actually win the prize never come from the industry. It's always the people who are non-expert looking in, people who are outside the industry, and the only reason they're solving the problem is they care about solving the problem. Plus the prize. And that's the beauty of the thing. So the people that came out were out of Sweden, out of China, out of university students, really, and the team from India. And idea was that these people came together with many, many different solutions, all different sensor technologies, all different ways the problem can be solved. And the fact is, it doesn't matter who won, because everyone who competed is going to go out and win in the marketplace. And the only winner is us as humanity. It's not the team that won. They were the conduit. The ultimate winner is not even the women. It is the society, because that allowed the women to be at their best, because they are the ones who are going to move the society forward.
Yes.
And that's the reason I believe it is not, a prize doesn't just go to the team. It just doesn't go to the women's safety. It really goes to the benefit of society.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Okay, and then what are we wearing? What is the women?
So again, all the different teams have different ideas.
Yep.
Some of them are a small patch that could be put anywhere on the body. Some are rings, some are pendants, some are earrings, some are tiny sensors you could put anywhere you want. So you could take that and say, put that in the earring one day, put in the pendant next day, put in the ring one day,
move it around,
and move it around whenever you want. And it could be anywhere you want. It could be in your watch if you want.
And it works with GPS, and it also works without cellular service.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is, and how do you know what the technology is that enables it to work in the
mesh network?
Mesh.
Mesh network.
MES.
SH. Yeah.
And then what is it? Do you know what that is?
Yes, it basically jumps from device to device to device. It doesn't require the cell signal, so it's literally jumps from device to device to device.
Huh. So it finds nearby devices that are connected to networks?
Yeah.
And then it sends emergency signal through the emergency network.
Right.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right. What is next in incentivizing prizes? Do you guys have an idea?
Yeah. So we are actually working on, as you know, that I'm on the board of XPRIZE, and we have multiple XPRIZes currently in place. Elon Musk is funding a prize for literacy, and the idea is, can we take someone who has never seen a technology, does not read, write, or does any math, in 18 months from beginning to end, can be fluent in reading, writing, and math.
Wow.
And that prize, that is a $15 million prize that's going to be that's hopefully will be won in the next 12 to 18 months. It's already being tested.
Yeah.
We have prizes for ocean cleaning. We have prizes for right now for Alzheimer's diseases. We have prizes for remote robots that essentially you can control from your human body sitting here, a robot that's somewhere else that essentially becomes your surrogate of doing things.
Wow.
Right? So you could literally be sensing and feeling through that robot, and the robot, it really becomes your eyes and ears in some other location.
Yeah. I love incentivizing innovation. I think it's a very smart way, like you said, to bring the needle to you rather than digging through the haystack for the needle. And there's so much brilliance and creativity from around the world that can really go into solving these hugely challenging problems. Awesome. That's a great piece on XPRIZE, and huge thank you again for funding that Women's Safety XPRIZE. That's really exciting. Thank you.